Welcome everybody, and I know you haven't seen me in a while, but I'm back and I want to put some more focus in the casting. Now, as you can kind of see since the last kind of video that I put out and cast that I put out, the Minotaur shrunk. So have the walls, and we had the new map change this week and everything that's going on. So in today's match we've got Legend Gaming and Snipe Gaming. So for Legion Gaming, Legion, however you want to pronounce it, we've got Guan Yu, Poseidon, Hercules, Odin, and Apollo. So they're quite tanky. Obviously, you've got fairly like 3 bruisers, no real full tank, but obviously you can do what you like with that one. And see how, well, just basically all the options that you've got. Obviously, Odin probably going to go solo lane. But we've seen some interesting tactics over the weekend. Well, I've seen some interesting tactics over the weekend. You're probably starting to watch them now. That's been coming out with this new patch. Well, the new map, obviously. So, for Snipe Gaming, they have Humbats on her Athena, Sobek, and Ra, which makes them very difficult to kill, with what I can say. So, you can kind of say they've been outpicked. I'd have to just say that they've been outpicked there. There's an aggressive ward, and there is a bug as well. Obviously, the red wards don't show at the moment in the spectator client. So if you can just see on the minimap, there is a ward here that Snipe Gaming have put out, so they will know when this when the buff goes down and who takes it, where everybody's rotating to, where the jungler could be if they're rotating over. So yeah, we kind of look at it. The Snipe Gaming are very difficult to kill at the minute. They've got Athena, which is really strong at the moment. Sobek, which is just annoying as hell as he is. And then Ra's also quite tanky. And Ra has built reinforced boots. So we're going to see jungler Humbats versus jungler Hercules, actually. So that's just how we're going to get on with that one. So let's just kind of follow on with there. Hercules, just kind of see where he goes. So he's running through the middle there, kind of. I wouldn't have liked to see him run through the middle, maybe run down the back a little bit more, but yeah, that's just, so he's going to run back there, just come over just enough time to pick up that movement speed buff. So he's got his 2 buffs out there. Now, a good little tactic that was going out over the weekend is having like a support or sub carry over with you. And then mid lane, Poseidon taking a lot of damage there from Ra early on there. Should we scroll it back? Nah, we'll leave that going. There wasn't enough death. I might do that in the side cam. So, and I've accidentally brought it back. So let's just kind of, first one, I'm back. I'm still getting used to the buttons again, where everything is. So let's just see what mistake come out here by Poseidon. So there's going to be a slow coming out. This slow, missed the whirlpool come out there. That was a lot of damage coming out there, and he's taken from 3 archers. 3 archers is going to cause a serious amount of like, Roman archers really hurt, especially at level 1. Maybe if Ra had kind of led the target a little bit more with that healing circle, Poseidon would have died straight away. Level 1 first blood, that would have been straight out. So you just kind of need to be a little bit careful what's going on there. Humbats coming around side, so is Hercules as well. Everyone just kind of going for their buffs. Now there is going to be some interaction here. Who's going to get this one? Hercules is the tanker of the 2 and higher levels, so. But there's Xing. Xing's just going for it. Obviously, he's got the damage output versus. And Ra has rotated over. Hercules does push back there. Gets slowed. Poseidon coming in. Whirlpool completely doing nothing there. Humbats has got the lower. And then they get first blood on Poseidon. Hercules is now on the run. He's going to. I do think he's going to go down. The slow coming out again there from Ra. They've aggroed the mob camp. And Humbats is just being held up a little bit there. And then teleport straight over to Hercules. So they get an early 2 kills, first blood and 2 kills. Who got both? And did they get both? No, Ra got first blood, and Humbats got the 2nd kill, I believe. So yeah, that was just a sticky situation. Now, we all know Snipe Gaming, top competitive team. Now, this is where, obviously, where I've been talking in the Smite update a bit. If anyone's not following, you should go watch the Smite update and all that lot. I kind of co-host on there with Octane Pro. Now, this is where the casual team's coming in there. There's a pin there onto Apollo. Apollo's stuck in there. The taunt didn't quite take effect. I think the taunt went off just a little bit too early there from Athena to actually pull God of War, actually. God of War and Apollo back. But yeah, you're putting up these casual teams could be their first time in the high-res tournaments, and then they're just getting faced up against Snipe, the people that are winning these tournaments. So it's kind of like a disheartening thing. So with the casual tournaments that are coming out now, you've got Denial is doing their tournament. I believe Tier Monster's doing a tournament as well, which are not letting the pro teams in. Well, not pro teams, the high-level competitive teams. You can't kind of call them pro just yet. And then it's going to give them a bit of a base to go on. So there's an initiation on her taunt and everything coming out from Athena. Athena there. I didn't see a stun, or it was a missed stun wall going on there. We're going to a bit more interaction, and I really need to sneeze. Oh god. There we go. Just kind of saved you lot from that going on there. So Humbat is in a position where he's kind of bullying around Hercules now. Obviously Hercules can is a bit more tankier than what he is, but Humbat has got so much damage output that Hercules really can't contest. Now Hercules, to get out of there, he's going to go back middle and rotate round, which is a good thing for him. Humbat, if he really wanted to, could jump over the top. He does have his ultimate, so they could have actually got the kill there. That's just being highly aggressive and doesn't need to do it. Just playing safe, staying in the jungle, getting farmed up, and seeing everything up. So we've got, let's just go look on the solo lane. So we've just got Sobek and Odin versus each other here. I always love it with the tanks. They just kind of tickle each other, just kind of move on, just trying to hold out there. Odin has Creep and Curse as well. Sobek's just going out with Meditation, obviously keeping his mana up high, doesn't want to go and get caught out there. I do believe now Humbat's just going to rotate over to the right hand side lane, bringing it back over here, and then maybe come for a gank. I haven't really seen a gank coming out from Xing just yet. It could be like the right time for him now, just to kind of work through there and then come around. This would be a good moment for him to do it. Shield wall coming out there by Allied on Athena. Ra is also rotating over. Now with the changes with Bumba's mask, you really, to benefit from it fully, you want to have someone at the buff camps there to share the XP, because the jungler with Bumba's mask gets full XP anyway, but you can also share out the XP to everyone else. Anyone else there gets 50%. I believe it's 50%. Obviously they act as if it was shared in half if there was two people there, but then the person with Bumba's mask gets the full XP just for being around it. So it's just that extra 50% XP that it doesn't go to waste, basically. That's why we see a lot of tactics coming out this weekend, obviously, for somewhat like a Ymir running around with Salt. So here comes Humbat from the right. They initiate onto Allied. Obviously, that was a good bait. Shield wall coming out there, and Humbat's using his totem just to kind of fear everybody up. Now, the teleport went to the wrong target and went back to Guan Yu. Athena coming in there, obviously just trying to keep him safe there from the Guan Yu ultimate. Bra ult coming in there onto Guan Yu. Now they're going to go under this tower, and a slam there from Humbat will finish it off there. So it's good communication, good rotation, and mid actually moved over. Now their Poseidon on the mid lane didn't actually kind of come over. He thought he'd stay there just to keep a bit farmed up. Guan Yu's not a bad one to let die. Obviously he's kind of tanky and you want to get like some carries fed, but generally you don't want to let anyone die. That's kind of how everything is. Now I kind of see Hercules as a really odd jungler choice. Just I think his camp clear speed is pretty slow. Also ganking potential. It's more of a bruiser. He can stand in a fight, take it on, and not have to kind of worry too much. But then again, when you move on to being ganking, it then becomes a bit of a problem. Now, if you look at the flip side of the coin, getting Hercules leveled up early on, obviously with all the solo XP, if he can clear fast enough, will make him really tanky, obviously really good in team fights when the team fights kicks on. So it kind of, we're going to see like a little bit going on there. As Allied initiated onto Apollo. Apollo gets taunted and stunned. Desert Fury coming out there, just always just use the moves to get out of there just enough. No one's going to try and finish him off. No little like jump from on her to finish that off. Hercules is rotating around there. Does do a bit of damage to Allied there. Allied taking quite a bit of damage. Obviously, Allied's using Celerity Boots, or is it Midas Boots at the moment. That's why he's taking a lot of... A pin goes on to Guan Yu. Guan Yu does manage to get away with that one just to right. Obviously, Guan Yu's tanky, but he is going for Magi boots, obviously, for that early... He's either going to go for... Well, he's got shoes in a minute, so he could either go Magi's or for the penetration, or the other way, which I can't remember the name of it, actually, which will give him an extra cooldown reduction, which would be quite nice. We have a Humbats rotating over now, coming in complete behind, taunt and pin to Hercules on the wall. Guan Yu does go through, and then there's the totem. Going to push Hercules against the wall and does a load of damage. Then the Furious Monkey bleeps up, lands onto Guan Yu, finishes him off there. Apollo does come in just as Guan Yu died now, so he's just kind of feeding. Tried to save Guan Yu, but it's not going to happen. Ra's going to get around there, use the slow. Obviously, he's used the move to get out of there. Ra ult coming out there, and Ra does manage to get the snipe fully onto Apollo and take the kill. Meanwhile, Poseidon's still middle. Still middle. He's not at... No, Ra's level 11. So Ra, obviously, with the extra kills, 2 assists, is helping him push there. And also, Poseidon's died once. Ooh. Probably should have sorted himself out a little bit there before I actually did the first cast. But first cast, so... We're just getting warmed up. I've got all the casts... Oh, just hit the mic as well. I've got all the casts lined up for the week that I'll be knocking out today, so... Bear with us, guys. This is good. So there was a whirlpool going down onto Ra. Ra still managed to get through there. Didn't really get slowed down there, obviously. They nerfed a little bit on the whirlpool a few patches ago. Now, without Gem of Isolation, there's not too much pull there, and Ra managed to slow that out. Now, Humbat's onto Hercules. They're going for it. Misses the Furious Monkey. Still managed to do a load of damage. Slow from Ra coming out there. Herc using his ultimate. And then the ultimate from Shin comes out there to push Hercules back into the jungle. And then secure that kill. So Hercules was trying to run for that tower, but the way the Humbats comes out there, charge onto Fling, Odin coming out there, Furious Monkey managing to get used it straight away onto the Odin, so it wouldn't teleport him into tower range. If he'd got into tower range, I don't think it would have been too much of a problem. Obviously, he's level 11 now, so the towers don't really do too much damage after about level 10. And even level 8, you could take a few hits from it. They really are going to go for it. The charge missing there from Omega. Overhand smash and Furious Monkey with a spin coming out there just to finish off Odin. But you can see what I mean. The casual tournaments are going to be a better place for like people to get it's more of a practice really. So you know when you've you finish top in all the casual tournaments, you then know you're ready. You're better than the people in the casual tournaments. You're now ready for the top tournaments. Now, when there's only one tournament, it's a bit hard when you're getting pushed up against the solid teams right at the start, right at the bat in the first bracket. It's not very nice. It kind of disheartens you a little bit. You practice all that week and then you play one game and just get trounced. But we've not got hope for him to kind of come back. But it's always a good learning curve for him. Like I say, the Humbat's coming in here, going after. Using the ult, pinning Guan Yu against the wall again. I heard a spear coming out from on her there, but obviously not. I wonder what the actual stun noise. Probably was just the obelisk coming up there from. So we've got some action going on in middle. Going up against the Poseidon. Obviously, Ra wants to really go for that. Wants to really push this tower down now. Now it's time to start securing objectives. He's 2 levels ahead of Poseidon. The tower's not going to attack him. I think he missed with that Celestial Beam. And then Humbats comes in there and finishes that one off. Lovely. Right-hand tower is going to go down now. They can't push against Honor. Well, Honor and Athena both on that tower. Apollo's in a sticky situation. Creeper Curse goes out. So he is stuck, but does use his ultimate there to get out of that one a little bit better. Gets him scot-free. Ra up against Hercules. You can see what I mean there. Hercules just doesn't have the damage potential really compared to like these other assassins like Humbats, Fenrir, all that sort of stuff. Like the strong junglers to actually get that ganking damage out. So we've managed to see like all 3 towers, tier 1 towers for Legion Gaming go down pretty much in quick succession. We saw the middle one go down, the right one go down, and the left one went down. I think it went a little bit earlier, but they're all down now as it is. So we're just going to see a little bit more Odin versus Omega. Alex P.I. That belief sort of thing. So if we just look at some of the builds, we've got Humbats going for the Heartseeker. Heartseeker as well. because of the jungle changes, there's a lot more gold camps, and it also helps you to stack up that Heartseeker a lot earlier. Well, not a lot earlier, it really just helps you stack up the Heartseeker. Now you've just kind of, you'll probably see that a lot through the matches coming out. The Heartseeker on the jungle is a really good thing. Well, not really good thing, a really popular choice at the moment. And we're getting a mid-action going on there, which I did miss, so we're going to bring that one back. Let's bring that one back. So Herc rotating over. Looks like, yeah, definitely been spotted by Humbats, just getting chased down there. So Xing obviously knows he's got the damage for it. He put charges forward. Obviously, Herc goes for the, whoa, ultimate, slow, slam. Dead. Herc. So we can see Herc could be a viable choice. I've not seen him actually used properly yet as a jungler. And they go over for Odin as well. So where's Odin? Odin taking down loads of damage. And the Ras Snipe through the wall. Difference going on there. Poseidon just having a look and deciding, no, best decide against that one. So we're going to lose left tier 2 tower for Legend Gaming. And in the centre here. So yeah, as I'm saying about the Heartseeker, it's a lot easier to stack up now with all the gold candles and stuff like that. So we missed another one on the right hand side. How did they manage to get Apollo? So Apollo sticks his nose out a little bit there. Is there going to be a charge up for it? No, just staying a little dangerously close. Obviously, there gets on her, gets the pin, and then the charge through from Athena will secure that one nicely. Now I'm not sure about the range on the towers. They reduced the range on the towers. It's a little too short at the moment. Hercules, Boulder coming out there, Kraken coming out there, missing absolutely everybody with the Kraken. Athena rotating in as well just to go on Sonya Recon. Guan Yu ult as well. It's more like a delay in tactic then. The game's over, but it's more of a delay. People starting to get the teleports out, use teleports. Combats there. Did actually use a teleport. I just see it go down. Obviously, Herc going to go down there as well. And then the ultimate coming out there from Combats, just pushing it. Odin back. Odin's taking quite a lot of damage from this lot there. Usually his Ring of Spears come out there and then gets Ras Sniped in the back. Poseidon going down. And now Apollo is all on his own for at least another 20 seconds. Middle tower is going to go down. Is everybody back in? 2 people are back in. They could take out this middle tower. No, everybody's going to back. I probably suspect a back Fire Giant finish. Humbats is back. So this is where the wards are. The wards are here, and you can start seeing the uses of the teleport. So everyone's back, bought teleport, bought all their stuff, and then they're reappearing back over here. So that's it. Straight away, they've backed, sorted all their stuff out, and then there's back on the fight again on the field. So everyone's kind of respawning. There's 2 people still dead from the time before. Hercules went down again, obviously getting pinned up against the Phoenix. Sobek going around there, gets the charge off onto Apollo. Apollo could mend. No, didn't even get a chance. Desert Fury come out there and just smashed his face in pretty much. Kraken coming out missing again. You can tell desperation in the moves. Obviously, when they're not hit, there's sometimes if they don't hit, and then there's desperation. Guan Yu going out there, obviously just going for it. Managed to get a few stun on there. Ras Snipe goes on to nobody, but then Guan Yu still went down. Apollo did go as well. Odin really kind of like tanky mustard here, obviously with his mystical mark holding that. Hercules does get the boulder out. Boulder doesn't really do too much. I believe it hit Athena, but didn't actually do any damage there. Poseidon obviously gets picked up there. All the attack damage pretty much killed Poseidon before the Humbat's ultimate and the pin come out from on her. Right hand Phoenix. So all 3 Phoenixes are down. It's pretty much just kind of motoring through. See how we're going to push on a little bit to this. So like I said, we can see if we can start getting some of these casual tournaments up, start getting more people in to the competitive scene that aren't going to get obliterated by obviously Snipe Game or the top few teams. You don't want to go up against the top few teams in your first match. You want to kind of warm up into it. You want to play a couple of games versus people that are new and then go into it. Well, if you've got the competitive team, the casual tournaments, this way we've gone. They're all going to get the teamwork kind of appreciated there. And then Guan Yu ultimate going out there. They could get Humbats. Humbats is going to go down low. And yes, Xing finally overstanding his mark. Good Kraken coming out there. Didn't actually look like he took any damage out there. And that beautiful Ras Snipe took out 3 people. Triple kill with that. And a gorgeous kill for MLC Smith. They will be going for... Are they going to go for the charge in the well? No, it does spin, but Apollo does die, and we do get the deicide. This is the finished game in the end here. So the Minotaur will go down. Look at all them fire creeps, really. Just quite spectacular. And it's just so much yellow effects coming at me. So, as you may have kind of got there, I select all the matches randomly, so I want to kind of let new teams have a bit of, what would you say, like screen time. Like, I don't want to do like all snipe, all this, all that. So I like to kind of pick some random matches. Obviously, unfortunately, Legion was up against Snipe, and it was the one match I cast. Well, the first match on my list of like kind of randomly selected matches. Yeah, it's fun, and we'll just give as many teams as we can a bit of screen time, just to kind of see how we go. So let's just kind of have a look. Player damage just all really low. I think I'll just let you guys go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next shoutcast. So I'm Risty. If you like what you've seen, subscribe, like the video, and leave comments. Obviously, feedbacks from me for casting. Obviously, if there's any matches that you find that you want me to cast, you can send me a comment. Well, if you send it to me at WristySmite@gmail.com on the Sunday, or at least the Monday after each tournament, I can, with the match ID, I can then shoutcast that match and get that in during the week for you as well. So I do take requests, and it's always fun for other people if they kind of start putting some more requests in there. Obviously, the popular ones will get picked up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you've enjoyed the shoutcast. Bye.